Hello, I am Wanderer001 and this is my review of Fetch Reward. It is I'm not going to call it a money saving app. It's more like a money receipt scanning app. So I'll explain a little bit about that in a moment. But what you see when you first start is the actual special offers page. So the idea behind this is, yes, you go shopping, you scan your receipts using this app, and it will give you a point basis that can be exchanged for a gift card. Now, based on certain actions is how many points you get per receipt. So here you can see special offers. This lists out all special offers that are going on currently that if you happen to purchase, hypothetically, let's come back up here to Jello. If you purchase 2 of them, you will get 250 extra points. Now you do have to make sure that you put a check mark. This is normally a plus sign, but if you put a check mark there, that will enter you into having this happen. If you happen to click on something, it will give you a description as to how long it is valid for. And coming over here to brands. So this is the most of the time happening deals. You can see favorites, which are things that I happen to have purchased in the past, and it lets you know, hey, those are deals that you want to pay attention to. It also has suggested, so these are things it thinks I would be interested in, and some of it I would be. And for the most part, I'm going to suggest you just come to all. They do break them down into other categories as well. But coming to all, what you would do is you would come through here, and I just figure it's easier to put check marks on everything this way. Even if it's something you don't normally purchase, but you do happen to purchase it, you will get credit for it. So each of these will be worth a certain amount of extra. So clicking on any of the items, so this will bring you pretty much to the website. So if we come back up here to, there was some steak sauce, so we click on that, and it will bring us to information about the steak sauce. Now, the one thing I do dislike is over here in the corner, when you're trying to tap on those, sometimes when you try and tap the plus sign, it will bring you into the page itself, which I wish it kind of didn't do that, but coming back. So those are our special offers and brands. Coming down here along the bottom, if we select plan, this is more for like shopping or related things like recipes, which if you come over here, you have recipes and you can kind of scroll through there. But that's not really what I use this for. I use it for coming across the bottom, scanning receipts. So on this page, it's going to show you right now a breakdown of the last 7 days. So this will show you the receipts that I've scanned. Tapping on that will show you receipts and show you exactly what you purchased. It will also give you these offers saying, hey, maybe if you go and buy this on your next trip, we'll give you a little extra bonus. And down here you can see my lifetime scanned receipts and spent, as well as total points earned. Coming across there, it will show you total points earned in my case 2019, total spending for 2019, and it gives you a nice little breakdown of where all that money is being spent. Now, scrolling down here, you have your receipts. So from here, you can see in 2018, I scanned 10 receipts and I spent $308. Now, this icon here is kind of oddly placed, and I wish it would be somewhere else. That's how you actually scan the receipt. I'll show you that in a moment. But coming here to 2019, if I scroll that a little bit, in 2018, you can see that I got a total of 3,358 points, and currently in 2019 I only have 971. 3,000 points is the equivalent of like $3, but you do get a sign-on bonus if you use somebody's referral, as well as there are other things. Like I said, Pepsi had something where it was like, hey, if you use Pepsi, we'll give you extra points for that. So clicking on a current year will allow you to see all of the receipts. So here you go. And this one is all the receipts for 2019. And here you can see that because I purchased Gatorade, I got 10 extra points per purchase. Now, I have found that normally I get about 25 points per receipt scanned. And when you first sign on, there's a lot of like, hey, extra points here, but it does seem that 25, if you don't get any of those bonus categories, is about what you're looking to be able to get per receipt. Now, you can only scan receipts that are no older than 14 days, and it does limit you on the amount of receipts that you can scan per week. I have not hit that paywall or that threshold yet, but I think I read that it was like 14 receipts per week, so you do have a generous amount of receipts. Now, the receipts are only for grocery, convenience, and club stores. I did try and scan like an Advanced Auto and a gas station just to see what it would do. It did not like those. So since we're talking about scanning, why don't I show you what you have to do to scan? All right, so here we have a Dollar Tree receipt, and we're just going to pull that back and bring this up a little closer. So what you do is you tap on the camera and you can put the receipt in view, and generally you're going to want to see that green border there. Now you can tell that I can't quite get the full dollar store receipt in there and have it legible, so you can do sections, which I'm going to do just for the purposes of showing you. So I'm going to cut it off right there, tap, and if you need, you can add up to 4 sections. Now I will say I was really concerned about, when I was doing sections, how precise the section needed to be, and I have found it does not need to be terribly precise, so don't worry if you have any overlap. So after we have our 2 sections, and you can see up there it helps you kind of line it up a little bit. Once we're done, we just hit submit, and this is a 50-50 if it'll actually go, because I don't know if it will take Dollar Tree. And there you go, it did. So Dollar Tree counts. Good to know. And you saw how quickly that was able to process. Now I had read in the past that it took longer for that to actually process, but as you can see there, it processed nice and quick, and you can select done, or you can correct your receipt if you needed to. All right, we're just going to bring that back in, and we're going to move on to rewards. So the rewards is why you're scanning all of these receipts. I will say that when you first sign up, it does ask you a lot of personal information, such as, you know, date of birth, age, gender, things of that nature, because think of this as one of like the club cards. You are part of a database, and that's how you get the deals, because they know, hey, this information is valuable to other people. Same thing with this. You're agreeing pretty much to giving them data. But in return, they give you electronic gift cards. Now, here you can see they do break them down into categories, and they do have quite a bit of categories. So if we came over to office supplies, you can see here's a bunch for staples. Now, not all the categories are limited to just one vendor. Here you've got Petco and then 1-800-PET supplies. Now, this is one of the reasons I like this app, and I was happy my friend showed it to me, is because of the plethora of electronic gift cards that you can get. Up here, it will show you your total balance. You also have choices of selecting points. So in my case, I have 2,300 points, so I don't quite have enough. But if I wanted to base it on how many points I have, if I did this 1,000 points, you can enter a raffle. Now, this is where things get a little iffy. They are a little spammy when it comes to these raffle options. You know, kind of sent me a bunch of notifications. Hey, you could do this, you could do this, make your points go farther. I really wish they wouldn't do that quite as much, but that's a small factor to consider. Coming over here to 3,000, well, I am almost on my way to all of these vendors, and I kind of like how they show you the progression, but you have Amazon, Target, now Dunkin'. Some vendors are limited to specific areas, so you're not going to see like a AMC theater in the $3 or $1 area, but as you progress, you can kind of see those. And if you were in the categories and under electronics, you can see here's Best Buy $5, $10, Dell $25, Best Buy $25, Best Buy $50. So they do have things that cross all of the different categories. Now, my rewards. This is to show you that I have tested this at 2 locations. I did get a digital Amazon gift card, which you can see there is only good online, and then I got a Bed Bath & Beyond, which was good both in-store and in person. Now you can see this one has been marked as used, while this one is still marked as unused, even though I had used it, but I wanted to be able to show you that by tapping that, you can mark it as used. What that allows you to do is, if you wanted to, you could purchase with rewards a whole bunch of the cards and not use them right away. But it works in store and it works online. I tested it twice, so that's $10 in rewards. And part of that is due to the fact that I had extra bonus points and sign-ons and things of that nature. The last is this Me area. And Me will show you your phone number, which you do have to attach because they do send you a code, and your email address. It shows you your current points. That is a picture of you that you could edit. Here is the referral code information. I'll put that in the description area below. Talk about that in a minute. So you have Help Center, Rate the App, and Settings. All you get in Settings is logging out. So log out. The referral code, if you use it when you sign up for Fetch rewards here, it gives you anywhere between $1 to $3 depending on what special they're running. So the person whose code you use gets whatever numerical value, and then you get the numerical value. So it really helps to find somebody's code and use it. So I will link mine in the description area below. So if you wanted to, you could use it when you sign up for this app. And I do recommend that you use this particular app because you know what? For the extra effort of having to scan a receipt, you get money back, really. So I use my cashback credit card and this, so it's like I'm double dipping. So I'm really happy that my friend showed this to me, which is why I want to share it with all of you guys. So I highly recommend the Fetch app. It is available for both iOS and Android. This is the Android variant. So I have been Wanderer001. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them in the area below. And as always, thanks for watching.